Good afternoon. So I am back where it all started. So first of all, before I say anything, just sabai. So here we are. Here I am in Vientiane, capital of Laos. This really is the inspiration for everything that I'm trying to replicate in my yard, of all places, in Central California. I mean, right now the temperature is not very favorable to a lot of tropical fruit trees, but mine are alive and doing good. However, before I start, I wanted to show you. I mean, I finally found it. I've been looking up and down for these guys, can't seem to find it, but I finally caught one. It's a sprouted coconut. I remember as a child. I mean, I was eating these things like basically candy. I mean, it really is, in my opinion, cotton candy. It is really good. If you've not had a sprouted coconut, you really got to try it. It's really it reminds me of butter. But so it is really humid here. I mean, having been to Florida, having been to Hawaii, you really cannot compare that to the humidity over here. It is constant. Like I'm sweating every single time. But I wanted to show you though. I mean, the climate here is literally they will practically all tropical fruit trees thriving. I mean, if you look at these, I mean, these are literally just mangoes. Just from what I'm told, these were volunteers. I mean, these practically thrive in neglect. This guy, I believe this to be a an Indian gooseberry, but there's just, I mean, everything that you see here, you literally just take the seed, pop in the ground, and it will thrive. Um, Avocado wattings. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's like mango heaven. If you look at that big tree back there, that's a that's a really mature mango tree. Same with the other mango that's back there. I mean, imagine when it's blooming season, it is just so fragrant, and I mean, it's just so loaded with the fruits. Even that tree back there, the one that's right in front of the mango tree, that is from the foliage. I don't know if you can tell, but that is a fully mature tamarind tree. I've been picking the leaves and just consuming it. But I mean, this is literally just the yard. Let me kind of take you back in and show you really quick. But I mean, look at it. I mean, I'm pretty certain this is a volunteer, that the tamarind. But yeah, I mean, it's like so easy to grow. Mangoes left and right, more mangoes. This obviously, it's been pruned heavily, but if you see the fruits, this is a jackfruit. I mean, this is where these guys thrive, and a guava of some sort. I mean, when you look at it, it's although it's been pruned heavily, it literally is what, maybe a foot apart. So space really is not an issue for a lot of these. From the foliage, you probably can deduce that this one is a kahala. Well, not a kahala. They don't have kahalas here, but this is a longan. Pretty sure it's the BQ variety. They only have one variety, and again, for us, it's likely the BQ variety. But yeah, mangoes, more. That's not a longan. I mean, these are fully matured. And of course, that tree back there is a massive kaimito tree, star apple. From what I'm told, that's the green variety. I mean, just look at the underneath of the foliage. When you're standing underneath the tree, it's just golden. But yeah, I mean, this is, again, it's quite humid, but humidity is what most of these tropical fruit trees need or would prefer. But in our climate, though, even though we've got super dry heat and virtually non-existent humidity, they will over time acclimate. They're not gonna, reach their full potential like these guys here, but it will produce fruits, and that's trust me. Sometimes there's just so much fruit that it's really you can't consume it all before the other birds and animals pick them off of your trees. But yeah, I mean, just looking at the neighbors' houses left and right, it's just always these tropical fruit trees, and I'm told, I mean, these things grow quite easily here. So I will say though, one one advantage, if any, well, before I say that, I mean, volunteer longins. I mean, it's this is like literally volunteers, crazy. But there is one advantage I will say, having stopped by the different talats, the different markets that they have, um, of us growing stuff in our climate is thankfully the chill hour. I saw some stone fruits and some apples and pomegranate in the stores, and guess what? They were all imported from China, the colder regions of China, because those particular fruits require hundreds and hundreds of hours worth of chill hours. So I guess that's what we've got going on for us in the Central Valley is we're right in the sweet spot of being able to grow deciduous trees, stone fruits, trees that figs, trees that need super crazy chill hours. We've got plenty of that. At the same time, we're also able to grow basically like I mean, my yard's got practically everything that you see here except the gooseberry. But there's really no reason why I can't grow them here. But yeah, it's been a blast just coming back here and then just seeing the different changes that the country has gone through, and more so just the trees. I mean, trees don't care about politics. All they care about is just growing and reproducing. So that's nature. But again, I mean, the icing on the cake for me is a sprouted coconut. I mean, I've been looking for these guys in Florida and Hawaii, and no luck. But yeah, this really does bring back memory. So this is Laos. There are some fruits that are have already passed their season, um, like the mangosteens and the durians. However, I'm actually going to be stopping by the southern tip of Thailand, which is the like crazy tropical, more tropical, where they do actually have those particular fruits in season. So anyway, just wanted to really show you what they grow here without any ease, and at the same time, there's just really no way they can grow some of the trees we grow: stone fruits, apples, pomegranates, things that again require chill hour. So we are really lucky. I mean, I keep emphasizing it, but I mean, we're right in the golden lot zone of growing stuff. With tropicals, takes just a little bit of practice, but once you've got it down, once the trees are acclimated, they're fine. I mean, right now, most of my containerized trees, I went and just put them in a greenhouse just because I've got the additional space. But beyond that, the stuff that's in the ground, it's left to their own devices. And again, so here's the weather differences between Laos and our Central Valley. It really is night and day. But again, my trees, I might have maybe one tree die a year, if any, from a frost, a young tree. But I really have had really great successes with growing a lot of these tropical fruit trees in our climate that you see again practically around us. So anyhow, all right, have a good afternoon.